Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you're highly welcome. Please consider subscribing if you like what you see. All right, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this delicious vegetable soup. Trust me guys, you will love this particular soup. Now for my ingredients, I'm going to be using 1 onion, 1 scotch bonnet, 1 red bell pepper and 3 fresh tomatoes. I'm going to be adding the whole pack of this fresh spinach. I am also going to be adding some Ukazi leaves. Now this is optional, but if you have Ukazi, just add it. I'm adding it because I want that local taste and flavor in my vegetable soup. And I'm also going to be adding some frozen spinach as well. I love vegetables, you guys already know that. And here is my mushrooms. There are 2 different types, but I'm going to be using the whole 2 packs. Now I will also be adding some mackerel. It's already cut. I will also be adding some prawns as well. Now for the seasoning, I'm going to be adding 2 seasoning cubes. That's my chicken Knorr cube, some salt, and then I'm going to be adding some fish seasoning, and lastly some palm oil. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to wash my mackerel thoroughly, and this is how I wash it. Just put your hand, one of your finger under, and push that thing inside the fish. That's something I've forgotten what it's called. Please remind me in the comment section. But yeah, you see how I just removed it. So easy to remove. So once you remove that, I think it's called the intestine, I don't know. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Now this is the actual fish. I'm going to rinse it thoroughly and then we'll start cooking. Alright, after washing the fish, I'm going to be adding it inside a big enough pot. Now I'm going to set the pot aside and then cut up my vegetables. I'm going to cut them into small pieces and add to my blender. I'm going to be blending all of this into a rough paste. No, it's not going to be very smooth, just roughly blended, because I want to be seeing some tiny chunks of that vegetables, the bell peppers, the fresh tomatoes, the onion. I want to be seeing some tiny chunks of it in my soup. But if you want it to be really smooth, you can go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to be adding some water, just almost half of what I have in the blender, and I'm going to blend. After blending it, I'm going to pour it into the pot that I added the mackerel. Rinse the blender again and pour the water there. So I'm going to place the pot on fire and let it come to a boil. Just give it for like 5 minutes to come to a boil. Now after about 5 minutes or thereabout, as you can see, it's boiling already. So I added my mushrooms. I'm going to give it a gentle stir. You have to be really gentle so as not to scatter the fish, the mackerel in the pot. Then I added some of the fish seasoning. And now I'm going to be adding my Knorr cubes. Now we have 2 in 1. So in total we have 4, and I used only 3. I didn't use the whole 4. I'm going to be adding some salt, just a little bit of salt, because the seasoning cubes already have salt in it. So you have to be very careful the way you are adding salt. Now I added some palm oil. Just add as much as you want. I'm going to taste it to see if everything is okay, and everything was perfectly okay. Then I went ahead to add my Ukazi leaves, because the leaves are somehow strong, so that's why I added it at this earlier stage so it can soften before I add my spinach. Now I left the soup to cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes I added my shrimp. give it a gentle stir again, and then lastly I add my frozen spinach. Well, not lastly, because we are still going to be adding the fresh one. Now here comes the fresh spinach. I'm adding it, and I'm going to be adding everything. Like, I used all the vegetables. Okay, no, the fresh one I didn't really use all, but the little that is left is not even it cannot make one pot of soup. I left that for if I want to do some egg fries or stir fries. I can just slice it and, you know, use it to garnish it. So that was why I left just a little, very tiny very tiny spinach that I took out. Now after I covered it, I let it cook or simmer more for like 5 minutes so that everything can get into each other. And that is it, guys. Look at the final result. Like, this is always my go-to vegetable soup whenever I want to make vegetable soup, and trust me, everybody in my house enjoys it. Like, you can't go wrong with vegetables. However you make it, it must surely come out very nice and yummy. Some of you might think that this style is awkward, but try it first and see if you will not like it. Then you can come and leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button. If you're new to my channel, please click on the red subscribe button below and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my latest upload.